good morning. Sorry, my son is asking me some math problems here. Good morning, guys. I know the music is super loud, so I apologize about that. Let me fix this. There we go. Alright, guys. Sorry I'm late. I'm running late today. I'm slacking off this morning. Hey, what's up, Gavin, Anthony, P, Jay, Jeremy, Jason, Chaz? Good morning, team. Let me turn the music down. I know everybody's going to yell at me about the music and say it's too loud. I know. I'm turning it down now. Alright, let me know if that works. I think that should be good, actually. Let me know if this works. I'm just going to leave it at this. And let me know if this works, because I'm going to try to just leave it at this for the rest of the stream. What's up, guys? I guess I still got to log into my Thinkorswim, because it does this weird thing whenever it starts and it just dies on me. I would say it's not because I don't have enough memory, but I'm running 32 gigs of RAM on this computer. Alright. Hey, what's up, Lil Gaines? Jose, Chris? I know, man. I know. You can't hear me. I get it. I know what you're gonna say. I know. I got you. This should be a little bit better. Here, it's actually, the mic's actually kind of far away from me right now. Let me bring it a little bit closer. That should be noticeably better, right? There we go. Calculator. Ah, man. Oh, man, that one hurts, man. Good morning and roll tide. Hey, go Tigers. You know? I'm not going to say we beat y'all this past year, but we beat y'all this past year, so, you know. Go Tigers. Oh, and if you think, yeah. I still like Coach Saban, though. Everybody hates Coach Saban in Louisiana. I don't know why. It's unnecessary. I mean, the dude's a good coach, clearly. Probably the best coach in college football. Everybody hates on him. I don't know why. It's strange. Alright, cool. Roll Tide, man. How dare you? Man, it's too early to hear that, man. Alright. Alright, but yeah, so let's take a look at what we got moving today, guys. It's a beautiful day. My son's up asking me math problems. Somehow, I don't know how I did it, guys. Listen, I don't know how I did it, but I got my son interested in math at 6 years old. My son loves math, man. He loves it. You know? He's asking me math problems every morning. He's trying to get me to quiz him on math. Man, how did I do that? I don't know. But my son loves math, guys. 100% loves math. You know? He's going to be the best trader ever. 100%. I'm going to just train him just to trade, and he's gonna kick my butt at it by the time he's old. I'm gonna just train him. It's gonna be glorious. I know Gavin's balling out of control today, taking a little bit of a gamble, but it's paying off this morning. Shout out to Gavin, also known as Sierra Foxtrot, also known as Mark Cuban, also known as, who else was he? There was somebody else too, but shout out to Gavin. I'm just going to call you Gavin from now on. But yeah, we got RMB out here. Rumble. I'm just going to call this Rumble. This is almost certainly a reverse split of some sort. This might be like a 18-1, 20-1 reverse split. Let me look up the catalyst behind this one. But almost certainly is RMB. It's almost certainly a reverse split. And if you don't know what a reverse split is, yeah, it's a 1 for 20 reverse split. Boom. How did I know that, man? Look, I'm just the best ever. That's why people come here. Look, I'm opening it up now. You can see 1 for 20 reverse split. But yeah, if you don't know what a reverse split, it is basically when they take shares away from the float, right? There's the float of all the available shares, right? And they take shares away from the float thus increasing the price of the stock. And so a 1-for-20 reverse split means that each stock somebody was holding is up 20 times what it originally was, right? So it was at 48 cents before this. They're going to multiply that times 20, and then the new price of the stock that everybody's going to be holding. So like if you're holding one share, it's going to turn into, if you're holding 20 shares of 48 cents, you're going to hold one share of a $10 stock. And look, 50 cents up to $10, right? It's dropped since then, but the split was a 1-for-20 reverse split on RMBL. We'll see what happens with that one. It's interesting. We got PHUN. I'm just going to call this one Fun. Fun here, PHUN. Gapping up from 67 cents roughly all the way to $1.08. And they are up after they partnered with Hewlett Packard Enterprise on a mobile healthcare solution. They also put out second quarter results about 5 days ago. But yeah, this was on a partnership with Hewlett Packard Enterprise on mobile healthcare solutions. Yeah, they partnered with Hewlett Packard to offer HPE's healthcare customers a digital front, and this is all quoting from Business Wire, a digital front on mobile by integrating Aruba Networks mobility solutions with Phunware's multi-screen as a service MAAS healthcare products and solutions. So a partnership with Hewlett Packard. We'll see what happens with PHUN. We also have XELB. This one's a very low floater, it looks like. The float's 13.9 mil. It's not that bad. Now this one is up after first quarter results that came out. They put out an EPS of $0, which beat the 0.05 cent the 5 cent estimate. Sales of 9.5 million, which beat the 8.2 million estimate. So better than expected first quarter results here for XELB, and it's gapping up from 77 to 112. Really interesting levels here, specifically like right here at 105. You got some confirmed levels at 125. This high up here at 136, and then this up here at 142. I think those all look super interesting. We'll see what happens with those as well. We got SEFT. I'm not gonna just look at all these penny stocks. I mean, I might look at one more, and then I'm gonna move to kind of my wheelhouse a little bit. So with SFET, SafeT announced a new cybersecurity sector deal by its wholly owned subsidiary NetNut Ltd. So yeah, they had a cybersecurity deal from consumer VPN sector for SFET, gapping up from 125 to 175. I really love it when it puts in these really nice quarter numbers. 175 is a nice level. We got 125 as the previous closing price. We got 150 here, and then we got 185 to watch up here. So I'm watching SFET here. We also have NNDM. This one is a fairly well-known stock today. This one is up after a huge surge on 3D printing success that came out yesterday at after hours. And I'm going to go ahead and read this article just because this is a pretty well-known stock in NDM, and it says, quote, "It rose 342% during the regular session, followed an announcement about its 3D printing technology." And so it said Tuesday that they, quote, "achieved a major breakthrough in utilizing 3D printing to develop electronic components," end quote. So that is from Dow Jones Newswires, and it is gapping up nicely after a pretty solid run yesterday as well. Look at this huge, really, really strong move, up over 100%. Looks like it's up a little bit under 300% is where this looks. So we'll see what happens. We got some interesting levels here, specifically pre-market high up here at around, I'm just going to call it 650 because that's the $0.50 as well. And then we got like this level here, 430, really interesting. 425, really the whole dollar of 5 right here. And then we've got like 540, which those levels are the most interesting. You could also look at like 6 here for NNDM. We'll see what happens with that one as well. Then we're going to move on to a little bit bigger stocks. We got KRNT gapping up on lower volume. PAE, we got SEAS, no volume either. PENN. I'm going to look at PENN. It doesn't look bad here. This is a gambling stock. So yeah, they announced exercise and closing of Greenshoe option in the first ever U.S. dual tranche equity converting offering for a gaming operator. And so again, casinos are starting to reopen, and they announced exercise and closing of a Greenshoe option in the first ever U.S. dual tranche equity convert offering for a gaming operator from PENN. And this one's interesting. It's got some really nice levels, specifically 25.75, 26, that pre-market high at 26.18, and then this level right here, this 25.40 level right here. That looks interesting. We got a lot of room here though to fall, so if it does fall, I'm just gonna look at the half and whole dollars on the way down and see if we hit those, but that's what I'm watching for PENN. We also have INO here. INO making a huge move. This is definitely some type of catalyst that came out for it. This is Inovio Pharmaceuticals, and they are up on positive study data of the COVID-19 vaccine. Early testing of the COVID-19 vaccine in animals looked good for INO, and it had positive study data with that, and it's gapping up from $14.56 all the way to $16.91, basically $17 where it's at now. It went as high as 1930s here. Big level there. Nice level at 18.15. We got 17.50 here, and then we've got this kind of 75 level right there. That looks interesting too. I'm going to remove all these. So that's what I'm watching for INO. We'll see what we get. And then, as everybody I'm sure is waiting on, we got MIOK here as well. But yeah, as everybody I'm sure is waiting on, we've got the overall market here today. We also have Dairy Queen, which is gapping up. Oh, this is the Dairy Queen. My bad. I'm getting too confident with my guesses on these symbols. This is Daco New Energy. It's DQ. It should be Dairy Queen. Let's be honest, but it's not. Okay, but yeah, let's look at the overall market. It looks like the market is up today. Yeah, so the market is up today. The previous closing price is way down here, and I don't even have to draw out my levels anymore for this one. But the market's gapping up from 292 basically all the way to 295.65. So really strong market this morning in pre-market, but we did have a huge drop yesterday before the bell. We're still right up back up to those levels, and I can go ahead and read the ETF preview for today as well. What's up, team? Yeah, I'm just sorry, catching up with the chat a little bit. I'll get right back to you guys once this ends and we can talk about some stuff. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires as always. It's the ETF preview, and it says, quote, stock futures were also in positive territory ahead of the opening bell as investors digested remarks from both Fed Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who gave their congressional testimony yesterday. Powell has said that the Fed's Main Street lending program, which will provide loans to small and medium-sized businesses, will be launched by the end of May or the start of June. And meanwhile, Mnuchin warned that there could be, quote, the risk of permanent damage should states take too long to reopen their economies. However, he said that economic conditions will improve in the third or fourth quarter. The economic calendar is the weekly MBA mortgage applications bulletin, which is scheduled for 7 a.m., which should have already came out today, followed by quarterly service report at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is 30 minutes after the bell. Again, the quarterly services report is coming out 30 minutes after the bell. Could cause some volatility, so be on the lookout for that and be careful if you're holding anything at that point in time. And then it continue quoting here. It says, and then the EIA domestic oil inventories report is at 10:30 Eastern. That should also influence the market, so be careful for that first kind of hour after the bell. We're going to have some volatility. For Fed Reserve watchers, Atlanta President Raphael Bostic speaks at 7 as well, or at 10 a.m. as well, and then St. Louis President James Bullard speaks for 12 p.m. At 2 p.m., the minutes of the last Fed FOMC policy meeting will be released, sure to be parsed by pundits for clues to monetary policy. And so, yeah, to look at a few other things here, specifically with commodities, we have crude that is up, it says. We can look at U.S. oil fund and see, yeah, crude is up 2.4%. The U.S. oil fund is up 2%. Natural gas is up 0.6%. The U.S. natural gas fund, I think it's actually up more than that now, but the U.S. natural gas fund is up about 1%. Gold is up 0.4%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 0.3%. It's actually now red on the day, and so it actually has since turned around and is now actually red on the day. Silver's up 0.1%. The iShares Silver Trust is up about 0.9%. And that is the market news today, guys. Should be fun. What's up, team? Let me catch back up on the chat. I know I'm slacking and I'm late a little bit. Here you go. I'll turn the music down a little bit. I got you. That should be noticeably better. Let me know if that works. But yeah. What's up? What's up, Allah? What's up, Chris? What's up, Lil Gaines? What's up, Kyle? What's up, Chris? The other Chris? What's up, Captain? Jay? Bubba? Gavin? Hi, Jay. Redneck, Manisha, Andrew, Anthony, Rhett. I don't think I said Rhett. Jose, Lil Gaines, Tim. What's up, team? V. Good morning, guys. Chaz, Jason. Good morning, team. Y'all are doing okay today? Music's too loud. I got you. FCST. You mean FSCT is what you mean. Yeah, it's damn big. FSCT. Alright, I can look up the catalyst for this one. I got you. Yeah, this is Forescout, and it commences litigation against the Advent International. So yeah, commenced litigation. It filed a complaint with the Delaware Court of Chancery asserting that the affiliates of Advent International Corporation have violated the terms of their merger agreement with Forescout, and Forescout is asking the court to compel Advent to honor its commitments and immediately complete the pending acquisition of Forescout. Yeah, basically, they're one company is suing the other one, saying that certain conditions have been met and that they need to go ahead and finalize the transaction. This is Forescout right here, and so basically, from what I understand, Forescout and Advert are going into a merger, and Advert came out. It was supposed to close on the 18th, 2 days ago, and Advert came out and said some of the closing conditions had not been met yet, and so they weren't able to close. And Forescout basically came out and said yes, they have been met and that they need to close immediately. And so Forescout is suing Advent, basically, just to break it down what the deal is for that today, and like what's going down with that. But yeah, with that said, market's up. I don't even have to draw it by. Yeah, well, Captain, I think you're in the minority there, brother. Sorry, bro. Yeah, KTOV, man. KTOV, shout out to Gavin, man. Gavin's banking money off of this one, man. Gavin invested like 8K into this one and is just making out like a bandit here. Shout out to Gavin here. He swing traded this one. KTOV, it's up from 55.60 all the way to 66.60. Pretty big move here. I can look up the catalyst for it. It announced U.S. commercial launch of Consensi. So yeah, clinical stage advancing. I'm going to go ahead and quote Globe Newswire here. And it says, it announced the U.S. commercial launch of Consensi, which is a fixed dose combination of Celex-Sobib and Amplo something. But yeah, a new launch for their biodrug for KTOV. We'll see what happens with it. What's up, Kenneth? Yeah, Mitch will be here. He's usually not here for about another 10 minutes or so. AAP, what's up? What's up, Professor? Yeah, AAP is just not really my style, man. It's just lower volume. Oh yeah, guys. Hey, guys. I made my $1,000 yesterday. You guys want to see a little sneak preview of that? You guys want to see it? I made my $1,000. I recorded it all this time. Let me find it. I made my $1,000. Remember, I had that $1,000 goal yesterday. I haven't even looked at my account yet, but I did break my $1,000 goal 100%. Let me find this. Make sure I'm not picking my nose on this thing. And like what I did was I built up some pretty large profit, and then as I had big profit in my account, I took a larger swing. I took 3,500 shares trying to hit this goal. But I was never red on the day because I already had so much profit in here. So look, here it is. I'll show you guys a sneak preview. I'm gonna make a video about this. So like, look, I was never actually red on the day. So, yeah. I was super patient with this last 400 shares, too. Boom. $1,004 yesterday. I hit a 1G day, guys. I mean, I've hit it before, but like this is the first time that I actually planned it, and I was like, I'm gonna break $1,000 in profit today, and then I did that, you know. So $1,004 yesterday. My account should be pretty close to 10 G's in profit overall, and so yeah, I'm pretty psyched about it. It's not bad big. It depends on the stock and the liquidity, but it's not too bad. I don't know whether it's better than TD Ameritrade. I'm not sure. I haven't really used TD in a long time. I can't remember what their fills were like. You didn't think I was going to do it? Hey, well, I did that, man. I did that. I'm pumped about it. I'm excited, man. It was tough, and like I did that, man. Let me see what my account's at, by the way. I really haven't even looked at mine yet. Man, the haters must be so upset, you know, because it's like they could say I'm whatever they want. Like they could say I'm such a bad trader and that I don't know what I'm talking about and that I shouldn't tell people about my system. But like, they must be getting so upset. Like I told them. I told the haters a long time ago, like, hey, like it must suck to be a hater because you're just gonna have to watch me grow, and like you already have been, you know. But like, look at this. Boom! I am at $9,665 in profit. $9,665 in profit. It looks like I made about $700 net yesterday, and so. Ooh, it feels good, man. I'm about 335 away from breaking 10 G's in profit. I'm gonna beat that today. That's my goal. I'm not gonna have a crazy $1,000 goal like I did yesterday. I just want to beat $335 net, and so I'm guessing I'll probably have to make like $500 gross, which is doable for sure. But ooh, I'm excited. Man, I just realized you guys couldn't see my chart, man. Nobody's gonna tell me. You're just gonna let me. Hey, Tiny. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they don't know what to criticize. What you'll see them do, you'll see them pivot to something else, right? Like they'll say, you don't know it, you're not profitable, and then I'll be like, well, I'm up 10 G's in this account. You know, I'm up like $6 grand in the last 2 weeks, and then they'll say, oh well, you know, you promote the wrong companies, or they'll say, you know, you're taking too risky of trades, or that your trades don't work, or that you post too many links in the chat. You know, like they'll just pivot to something else. Like they're gonna try to justify it, but like in the end, that success has gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt. I love it. That's right, Brian. Yes, sir. Right, but like I said, my goal for the day is 335, team. Oh, my bad. We got Mitch in here. I didn't even notice. Let's get Mitch in here. Yeah, everybody give a shout out to Gavin though, man. That dude had a huge win, his largest win ever, I believe, and he actually grew his account. Hey, thanks, Andrew. And 10K in like a year or so, but it's been like 6K. I scaled up in size, and I finally did it effectively. Hey, Mitch, if you're listening, bro, we're in here, dude. You know, you're. I joined the Zoom already, but. Yeah, it was about 10K in a year at this point, but every time I had tried and attempted to scale up prior to this, I would scale up, I would take a bunch of huge losses, and then I would kind of run scared back down to small size, right? So I'd scale up, take a big loss, run back down to small size, right? Scale up, take a big loss, run back down to small size. And that happened like over and over and over again. And so I was basically just waiting for a time where I would have my emotions enough in check for me to scale up and have success and stay there. And I finally did. You know, I think the $6,000 huge lucky win definitely played an important factor, certainly. But it was like 4,000. But I think that helped me scale up because I had such a huge cushion. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And yeah. Where is Mitchy Rich, man? Steve says, what do you think is the best way to learn? Any audiobooks to help? I mean, so here's the thing, right? With any book on trading, and people might disagree, and that's okay. But like with any book on trading, it's mostly just going to be like stories. And so I think books are more so like motivation and like, you know, something to do while you're driving. You can kind of listen to stock trading stories, and that's okay. Like I listen to like Millionaire Traders, the book. Jack Schwager's Market Wizards is probably the most famous one. Great book. There's multiple different versions with different stories and stuff in it. I have both of them. Hey dude, I'll do you a favor, bro. If you want that book, Steve, send me a message in our Discord. I'll send it to you for free from Audible. I have a bunch of credits on Audible I'm not using. And so I got you, bro. Just message me in our Discord once the stream's over and I'll send it to you. For free. You know, it's your own ebook. But I'll buy it for you as a gift. But yeah. As for that, though, videos are going to teach you far more than any type of videos are going to teach you far more than any book is going to. Book is good for like narration and stuff like that. Videos are going to teach you strategy, systems, plans, and if you go to our playlist section, we have a free trading course playlist that breaks people down the strategies we use, the systems we use, the plans we use, like how to calculate risk reward and all that good stuff. And it's all free. We don't charge for anything. It's all free. Yo, we got Mitchy Rich. What's up, dude?
What's up?
There he is. Let us know what the volume is like, guys. Can y'all hear Mitch well? Let me know.
What's up, guys? How we doing? Good morning.
Yes, sir. SPY is up today, bro. Somebody's asking whether I think it's bullish or bearish. I really don't know. I think that we have some interesting highs right above us that could either get rejected or could break, specifically at 296. Yeah.
What are we talking about? The SPY?
Yeah.
Well, at least from my morning analysis, I could say that we're closer to resistance and hugging resistance. So I always think that the pressure is always going to be on the bulls to really take the open, because whenever you're sitting at the highs and you're sitting, you keep sitting there. You either need two things. You either need a big volume push to get you above these levels, or you need kind of the pressure is really on the bulls, not really the bears here. I think that's what you're going to see today. Can we pressure to get above and stay above 295? I think if we stay above 295s, we're looking great.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, somebody mentioned, I mentioned books this morning, bro, and then I forgot to mention Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. The OG of the OGs, man, the best trading book that there's ever been. And so that's actually a book I would far more recommend than anything else in there.
Put it this way, there's someone I'd bring back
from the dead, yeah.
Resurrection Stone. I'm bringing back Mark Douglas.
Right, 100%. He brilliant, man. He had a lot of great quotes. One of his most famous great quotes is that he said that there is a random distribution of wins and losses in the market. And so with that said, when you backtest and when you implement a strategy, each time that strategy presents itself in an A+ manner, you must take it. And if you don't, you're messing up that ratio. And, you know, again, with the random distribution, that you got to take each instance of the strategy that presents itself. Brilliant thinker, man. Really ahead of his time with that.
Yeah, guys. No, definitely. One of the most advanced in psychology that you can find. One of the things that he did, I think, well, is understanding that at the end of the day, guys, no one's perfect. Even he knows it. He's seen the best traders. He's dealt with hedge funds with billions and billions of dollars. So if the hedge fund trader that, you know, is making millions and millions is still not perfect, that goes to show you guys that no one is perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a real simple thing to understand, but some people can't really grasp it in trading. And you have to grasp that, I think, to be in this game for the long run, because we all win and lose. There's days that are going to be really positive. There's days that are going to be negative. It's a wave, and you got to ride the wave, and you got to know how to ride it.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm looking at your screens, bro. You got some line charts up. You supposed to do that? Are you trying to do that?
Oh, I just have my sector chart up. So this is my sectors. So one of the things that it doesn't really matter about like the line chart or kind of candle chart. I want to kind of show you guys that it doesn't really matter to me. To me, what more along matters when you look at line charts is that you get kind of better descriptions of resistance and support. Kind of like if we go into technology here, we can kind of see those real touches. That's why I use the line charts to find resistance and support. I don't use line charts to ever trade, but I like them to tell me where we're getting bounces, where we're getting kind of the looks of resistance and support. Today you can clearly see on this, I don't know if you have it up, right, John?
Yeah, I got you up.
All right, guys. So we're actually, you know, technology is in the green, but all the other sectors are barely in the red. You can kind of look at kind of financial services. That's the biggest one in the red today, 2.5%. But the real key here is, I think, is that they look like they're edging a little bit to the red side. And so what that gives me a look on is that since the SPY being so high, I'm going to be looking for these stocks to kind of either find quick bottoms here on their looks, because actually from my watch list, I see a lot of stocks up. So this is interesting that you see some of the sectors down. What I see in the sectors is a lot of resistance, a lot of major resistance looks, a lot of these kind of consumer defensive, industrial, they have kind of these bear flag looks where we have resistance right above them, and they're trying to break out above resistance, but the look is, you know, kind of this bounce. And the real question I think that everyone has is, are we getting a new bull market, or is this simply a bull rally? I think that's the question that everyone needs to ask themselves and kind of pay attention to the market overall. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll put up a easier chart to understand here now. Let's go ahead and put up this one. All right, guys, one of the stocks that I'll be looking at today is actually, I'm going to be looking at a couple of different kind of looks today.
Here, try to make it one chart. So try to make it just one chart.
Boom. Simple as that.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
It's
that
still
should
two.
help. It's just slow. I think maybe I shared the wrong one. Yeah, I shared the wrong one. That's all it was. Hold on, give me a second. Boom.
There you go. All right, that's much better.
We're sharing another chart on my left-hand side.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, guys. So one of the things that really that I looked at today, well, we can talk one major mover really quickly. I don't know if you covered INO, but
Yeah, I did.
this one really taking off. Really going to be a mover, guys. I think this is one that you always got to keep a watch out. This one also ran, guys. Last time I saw INO run, so keep an eye on it today, guys. MBOT keeps holding this $7 support. If this thing starts running to $8, you know, I really think you could get a lift. You know, these are the kind of stocks that you see a pop in volume, another fluff piece comes out. Next thing you know, you see this thing running. So keep an eye on MBOT. Just wanted to bring that one up. That's in this healthcare sector, medical supplies company. Look for that one to maybe get a pop. Let's go ahead and get through this. What else we got? Chase has a question. What are you using for these charts? That's TC2000 that you see. That program that I use, it's a paid charting platform. We really don't have no affiliations with them, but it's more along just something I use because I just think they're pretty, man. That's really what it is. I think they're pretty. I think they make things easy for me. And sometimes you go with what works, what makes you feel comfortable. This is actually something that I started with, which was TC2000, and that's why I continue to use them.
Right.
Lowe's reporting better than expected earnings today, guys. You're seeing this one break out a little bit. Lowe's has been, one of the bullish stocks. People have been thinking that if people are going to be at home more, that they're going to be working on home improvements and stuff like that. And that's what you're seeing here. Also, Lowe's is a store that remained open through the whole time of the lockdown. And I think that's also an important part, is that Lowe's stayed open. So that's why you're seeing kind of these do really well.
Yeah, my microwave died on me right in the middle of this, and so we had to go to Lowe's and get one.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Happens.
One rocket that you guys have been seeing move, guys, EMPH, man. Look at this rocket. Let me take off my lines here. But, man.
Yeah, your charts look like mine, which is
this
good.
Is what happens.
Yeah.
When you trade too much.
Yeah, here, I got you. I can put mine up if you want. Oh, there you
go. I got it. It's quickly.
Yeah.
That's what I like about TC. You can just delete them real quick.
For sure.
And they're really kind of efficient. All right, so 60 is really this kind of resistance that we broke out of. I could see eventually a pullback towards that level, but man, this one's been getting a rocket straight up, guys. EMPH.
Yeah, for sure.
Another one that's moving today. I don't know if you saw this one, Boxel.
No,
remember this one? You see this one. This is a fun one, guys. This is a penny stock, guys. I know some guys are looking at penny stocks. This one's going to be interesting, guys. It rose 30% in pre-market after surging 18% on Tuesday. 5 million shares traded. A little bit more than 5 million shares. Let me see the volume here. 7.4 million shares traded yesterday. So keep an eye on this one. This one, if it holds, I feel like 80s on pullbacks. You could see this one come back through that dollar point, maybe just trying to head up to its 125. Just kind of cheaper stock. I know people like to find those little pennies that are moving, like that kind of KTOV. I know you gave a shout out to Gavin. I'll give him another one. And like always, guys, one of the things that I'll tell you about Gavin is that he made his own decision, but he even talked to me about it. And that's what I really like our Discord, guys, is that one of the best things of our Discord is that it's kind of like a 24-hour chat, and it gives us an ability to really communicate with you guys, and also you guys can communicate with other traders on your trading ideas and kind of your stories, because that's mainly what he was going over with. He was like, can you just do some research? Is this really kind of bullish sentiment? And that's what's important, I think, and something that we can all learn from Gavin's good gain.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was telling me about it. Awesome game, man. How much are you up at this point, Gavin? Yeah, he swing traded KTOV. Huge rip.
Yeah, I think nice little rip there. And this is one that I actually talked to him about. Kind of don't like to give out too much of the pattern, but I think this is one of those patterns where you see what's called stock float rotation. So if you guys want to do a little bit more research today on a new skill or something new in these penny stocks, look what float rotation does to stocks and how that can make a stock really boost up.
Yeah, for sure. That certainly does. Yeah, check the playlist React. We got a bunch of free classes.
All right, guys. Another one to watch is one that I'm gonna actually be putting out a video, guys, probably at the end of today for the investing class, and that's basically because of earnings coming out also. This is one that I've been talking since Monday, really since Friday. Baba getting hot, man, and starting to look like it's trying to break out. And I usually look for momentum before earnings, not after the earnings, because a lot of times it's people getting into the stock for the earnings. And so I am seeing the momentum kind of jump up in this stock. E-commerce doing so good. Target today, great earnings, releasing great news about e-commerce. I think they said that about 52% of their sales came from e-commerce. And believe it or not, Target actually did better in e-commerce than Walmart did. I think that's an important thing to know, is that Walmart's struggling in their e-commerce. Target is killing it in e-commerce.
Interesting.
That's interesting to know, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
One and that we can watch today also, guys, that's been making big moves. Someone in our chat actually trades it often too. We got Jim that trades it, been trading this Win that moves really fast. Hilton that's been moving. There's a lot of these stocks. LVS, you can look at the resorts. There are a lot of them. I see. What do you see common in these patterns? I see a lot of bear flags. I see a lot of kind of these, what I would call rising wedges that are kind of pushing up to resistance, but could break down big. So we're going to see if they continue on this up pattern and kind of continue kind of pushing up.
Yes, sir.
One will be on my major watch today for Crackdown to see if we get the Crackdown. Will be this USFD. You know, I've been talking about this stock a lot, but I think if we can get back down below 18 today, we could probably make a move back down towards the 17s. If not, if we break out through 19, I think the up move could be actually through 20s up to 21. So I'll keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, for sure. Does TC have pre-market data?
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Just they don't show it on the daily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just using mainly daily charts. But yeah, pre-market data for sure.
Target has far better dividends. Yeah, I bet, man. I'm sure that's getting people loaded into it.
That definitely helps it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got about 15 minutes before the bell. The SPY's ripping up today, bro. Check it out. Look at this. SPY had a huge drop. Does anybody know what the drop was about before the bell yesterday? Does anybody know? Because, like, I missed that. You know me, I don't really trade the bell.
It was a classic story of... It kind of gets me a little frustrated when a lot of times you'll find what we call the uneducated investor. That's what I'll call it. The uneducated investor doesn't understand really how trials really work. I think this is what happened here. Moderna came out with phase 1 trial, and people started buying the crap out of it. And to tell you the truth, phase 1 doesn't give much. If you do research, phase 1 is basically a lot to talk about the toxicity rate of the medicine and to see if it could essentially kill you. That's kind of like what is the kind of the gist of phase 1 trials. And what happened there was the data that after the scientists actually did the research into the data, they just kind of put out that, like, yo, this isn't that good of news. It's a positive move towards phase 2, which is a positive. You know, we want to move to phase 2, we want to move to phase 3 and keep going along the line. That's going to be a positive. But phase 1 really wasn't anything to go crazy about. And that's what you saw.
Yeah.
It was virus, the kind of the cure and the vaccine being put into question.
Yeah, it's less rigid standards and just it's less strict in phase 1. Like Mitch said, it's just to see whether it's basically going to kill the person and harm the person, but it doesn't actually tell you whether the bio drug is going to be beneficial for what they're trying to do. So, you know,
the thing to understand is what does phase 2 give us? Right. So phase 2 is kind of more along. Okay, so the first one's more like if it's going to kill you. Step 2 is this beneficial for some people? Like, it really does help some people because people are different. That's what people got to understand also. Just because it helps John doesn't mean it's going to help me.
Right.
We could have different preconditions that affect our body composition differently, and when the medicine reacts in our body, it reacts differently. So phase 2 is more along figuring out, okay, it is beneficial to some people. And then phase 3 is that last step. How beneficial is it to that amount of people?
Is it worth the risk, basically?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one thing that you guys got to look into. Biotechs are very complicated. This is why I don't try to trade these that often, is that every time I've gone into biotechs, I've realized I am no expert.
Yeah, for sure.
I had
100%.
to learn so much more in the medical world to trade those stocks.
100%. And yeah, and that's why I don't mess with them. They're super volatile as well. And a lot of biotechs are one of those things where an outside catalyst can drastically affect your trade. And they happen way more in biotech stocks. You know, it's not just fiscal results. It's trial data, study data, you know, all these different things that affect the stock's movement that can make them much more volatile. And while you can make money with them as well, you can also lose potentially a bunch of money too. I'm looking up the article about mRNA that dropped the market yesterday. So this was the article. It came out yesterday, and it said this thing came out right before the bell, about 37 minutes before the bell. And it said, Moderna shares lower, potentially as traders circulate stat news article from earlier titled, quote, vaccine experts say Moderna did not produce critical data to assessing COVID-19 vaccine. So that's basically the article that dropped it. Again, it says vaccine experts say Moderna didn't produce data critical to assessing COVID-19 vaccine. So basically they put out a little bit of fluff is what that sounds like. They didn't talk about
you know, it is what it is. You know, it's phase 1. It was positive, but it's just a step forward. It's a baby step in the right direction, not a leap in the right direction. And I think that's how the market took it. It took it more like a leap forward. This market drives on good news 100%. And does not move bad on bad news. Does not go deep in the red on bad news. It goes big on good news. And that's one thing you guys got to start looking for, is understanding that, hey, John and I are short every day, but it's difficult to be short long term and be a bear long term, especially in the market. At the end of the day, guys, the feds are in control, and when you fight the feds, it usually never works out.
Somebody was asking me to go over NNDM, and I see why, man. Look at this drop in pre-market. I went over this one earlier, but the drop from about 8:40 market time. Look at this huge drop. I'll look up to see what's going on. But yeah, look at NNDM, biotech company, huge drop. And this is kind of in line with what we were just saying. You know, what were we just saying? We were saying...
I should have said it. I should have said it before looking up the news. I would have took a bet. I wish someone would have took it. What is it? An offering.
Yeah, offering,
Boom.
Which is super common. Pump the stock up, do an offering, make millions. You know, that's the
people
playbook.
gotta understand how stocks make money.
Yeah.
How do stocks make money, guys? Fluff,
yeah.
Offering.
All right, so yeah, let's go over some overall market news, guys. We got about 10 minutes before the bell. Let's do this. So I'm gonna go over the SPY one more time. I don't think I've gone over it in a minute. So let me go over the SPY and the overall market. 1 second. Let me look up that news.
Ooh, grocery stores dropping. I'll be looking for them to drop today.
Alright, so like I said, the SPY itself is up. The previous closing price is actually way down there at 292, basically, like a little bit under 292. It's at 291.97 is where the previous closing price is. And again, I could go ahead and review some of the biggest stories today. Number one is that we do have a Chinese mainland spokesperson today urged the U.S. to respect the basic norms of international relations and stop any form of official exchanges with the Taiwan region. And that was a Chinese mainland spokesperson. We also had a leaked Pentagon memo that warned of a, quote, real possibility of the COVID-19 resurgence, and the vaccine is not coming until apparently summer of 2021, they are saying. We had Marco Rubio that said that there appears to be a consensus to give companies more time for PPP loans. And then remember, we have the FOMC meeting. We had the FOMC meeting this morning. Like I said, I'll go ahead and go over the ETF preview one more time. And again, we can see here, markets up big. It says stock futures are in positive territory, and this is all quoting from MT Newswires, ahead of the opening bell as investors digested remarks from both Fed Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who gave their congressional testimony yesterday. Powell said that the Fed's Main Street Lending Program, which will provide loans to small and medium-sized businesses, will be launched by the end of May or the start of June. And meanwhile, Mnuchin warned that there could be, quote, risk of permanent damage should the states not open up and take too long to open up their economies. However, he said the economic conditions will improve in the third or fourth quarter. For releases and stuff to come out today on the economic calendar is the weekly MBA mortgage application bulletin, which is at 7 a.m. Eastern, which already happened, followed by the quarterly service report at 10 a.m. And so remember, guys, the quarterly services report is out at 10 a.m. today. With that, we might get some volatility, and you do want to understand that. So if you're in something when these reports come out, it might swing them in different directions, so you got to be careful there. We also have the EIA domestic oil inventories report out at 10:30 Eastern, which will, again, most likely influence the market. We have Atlanta President Raphael Bostic that speaks at 10 a.m. and then St. Louis President James Bullard speaks at 12. At 2, the minutes of the last FOMC policy meeting will be released, and so understand that, and sure to be parsed by pundits for clues to the monetary policy. And all of this, again, is quoting ETF preview from MT Newswires for the most part. Also, guys, like I said, crude is up today. We can look at the U.S. oil fund and see oil. We can see oil is up. The U.S. oil fund is up about 2%. Natural gas is up pretty big here, a little bit over what I think it was at then. And then we had the U.S. natural gas fund that's up. Gold is up about 0.4%. Spider Gold Trust is up 0.3%. Silver is up 0.1%. The iShares Silver Trust is up 0.9%. And so, yeah, that's the market news today, guys. Like I said, NNDM came out with a huge drop with that offering that we talked about. And like I said, this is extremely common for some of these stocks. We also had PENN, which had some big news that came out today on let me see, they announced the exercise and closing of their green shoe option in the first ever dual tranche equity convert offering for a gaming operator for PENN. And so I might watch that one as well, and that one might be interesting too. But the SPY is up big today, guys. Which way do you think the SPY is going to ultimately head today? Do you think the SPY is going to go up? Do you think the SPY is going to go down? Do you think we're going to go up and then down, down and then up? What are the important levels? Like I said, if I'm looking at the big levels here, I think 296 is a huge level. It's roughly the pre-market high, and it is close to the highs from yesterday. And so if we break 296, I think we're going to have some room to run up all the way until about 296.75 or so. We also have the high of pre-market from yesterday at 297.69, which looks interesting. And then if we do start to drop, we have 293, 94, and 95 as whole dollars that I'm going to be watching for as well. We do have the low of the day yesterday, which was also the low of pre-market at 293.50. So if we drop there, I could see, bouncing in that level, holding as resistance. Also, guys, we got 300 people in here, a little bit over 300 people. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's do this. Let's make some money today, guys. What's up, Daniel, Leo, Emmanuel, Jamie, Scott? Yeah, we live stream every single day, brother. Peanut butter and fluff. Yes, sir. I love peanut butter. LK relisted and trading. Really?
Yeah,
Luckin'
I
Coffee.
wouldn't touch that one. No one's getting delisted at the end of the day.
Man, LK, man, I forgot about this one. I didn't even realize, to be honest, I didn't even realize it got halted and delisted. But this is the dangers of trading some of these crazy, huge movers here, is that it looks like at the beginning of April, this thing got halted. It just recently resumed today. So, or no, at the beginning of this month, it looks like it got halted about 19 days ago, and then it was halted for the last 19 days and just resumed today. So, yeah, interesting. We'll see where it's gonna go. I wonder if it's still tradable for us. It is, so we could trade it. I don't know if I want to. I can buy 1 billion shares of this thing though. So what's up, guys? What do you guys think? You think it's gonna go green to red, range or down? So basically chop your down. Good luck in your trading. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. USO. So you're gonna get a US oil fund or US oil. Yeah, it's up. We'll see what happens. Like I said, in penny stock movers today, we do have KRNT, which it's not a crazy, ridiculous move, but it is a move that we can watch. DQ. I'm gonna watch Pin though. Pin's probably one of the most interesting ones. And then you guys know me. I usually trade AMD and MU. I did make my $1,000 win yesterday, so I did hit my $1,000 goal. And like I said, I showed everybody a sneak preview of that video earlier. And I'll end up uploading a video on that this weekend as well. You think there's a huge drop coming? You're in LK? Yeah, we got a Discord. Yeah, we also have a second channel, guys. If you guys don't know, we do have a second channel. And so it's basically about our online business endeavors. And so if you want to, you know, like I said, I run multiple different Amazon businesses. I'm a real estate agent, mostly dealing in referrals. I invest in websites with Mitch. Mitch breaks down a lot of investing analytics and deeper sector analysis. And so if you want to check out the second channel, check out the link here. There's our new channel. Yeah, 100%. Either way, it's going to be an opportunity. Regardless of what happens, I don't care. I mean, as long as we get volatility, that's all I really care about, you know. But yeah, there's the second channel link. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got 77 people in this beautiful stream. And so, yeah, good luck, team. We got about 1 minute left. I'm going to start getting everything ready, and then let's make some money today, guys. Let me exit out all this stuff. Whoa. Alright, let's get this here. Get our default charts up. Get the scanners ready, guys. Let's do this. The open is coming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it. There we go. That should be just about perfect there. Alright, guys. Here's the bell. Good luck, team. That should be just about right. Alright, guys. Let's do this. $15 seconds. Oh, here. No, I'm not going to worry about that. Alright. But yeah, market's moving up. Like I said, I think 296 is probably the most significant level that we're going to get here for the market. Let's go. Hey, there we go, guys. Good luck. There's the bell. Let's do this.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. All right, guys. One that I'll be looking for sympathy play today is in the cannabis sector, TLRY.
All right, guys. So at the bell, we got the SPY dropping down a little bit here. Nothing super significant. We're going to see which way it goes, and I think the 296 levels is big. AMD ripping up, breaking highs, breaking over 5680 or 5650s. AMD making a massive rip, guys. And so if you're watching microchips, look at AMD. Huge squeeze up. Market's testing 296. Like I said, I think that's a big level, and if we break that, we look for that level to hold as support. KTOV ripping up for you, Gavin. I see it. I see it, bro. All right, there's 296. We just broke that. We are at 296.10 now.
All right, guys. Long on TLRY here.
Let me get you up.
Got long here at 830s. Gonna hold to 820s. $10 risk here.
Alright guys, so AMD pulling back to that pre-market high at 56.60. Now we'll see if it holds that level of support. MU reversed, heading back down. The market got rejected below 296. And so if it breaks lows here, I might short into some of these moves, like on MU here, on a really quick move. Smaller sizing though.
That's these 820s hold.
Alright, I am in MU with 300 shares. Wish me luck, guys. Probably going to get out. Big squeeze. Luckily, it's a very small size, but I'm going to give it a chance here.
Alright, it's VWAP bouncing here. Let's see if we can get back above 834s.
I gotta get out there. I saw the squeeze coming. $50 loss, very small. Yeah, we just got. I think I got in a little bit early, but it's okay. Well, like I said, you guys know me. I usually end up coming right back on the day, so we'll be fine. Let me put Mitch back up.
It's the feet wet trade.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it happens. Like I said, I know this week for sure. I've been taking like 1 or 2 losses. It's crazy though. Like $50 used to be like a huge loss, and to me now it's just kind of like, little baby loss, But yeah, I'll be alright. AMD's interesting though, ripping up big. I think I need to wait for the market to break through some of this range, and I think AMD or MU might have actually it just faked me out. And that's been happening more too, but it's going to happen more when you scalp. You're going to get faked out a little bit more often, and that's alright.
EMPH going down today right out the gates. I'll be looking for that one to VWAP fade.
Should I sell LK? Hey, I don't know, man. Should you? I don't know, man. Like I said, you guys know me. I'm not really much one to say yes or no there. I just don't want to tell people the wrong answer, and I don't like people relying on me for that type of stuff, because in the end, like, we're not stockbrokers. Like, we're not those people, and so I prefer to just react to what does happen instead of being too strict with what I think is going to happen. And with that, I really don't like to tell people what I think is going to happen either, because that opens it up to, hey, you told me this would happen and then this happened, and so I would rather just stay neutral.
All right, guys, this is slowing down TLRY, so I actually put a stop here. I want to make sure that since this is my first position, I did see someone stack in here at this 27. There's like 10,000 shares there at 27. I put a stop here right below 820s. Going to give us a shot to break out to the 830s here. Also looking for EMPH for a fade here above 69.11s.
Hey, we got almost 100 likes already. Smash that like button. We got about 440 people in here, so hit that like button, team. Smash the subscribe button. We do this live for free every day on YouTube. So you want to join us again, watch us trade live. We're not experts, gurus, or anything. We just teach people what works for us. And if it doesn't work, that's okay too. But smash the subscribe and like button.
Just took short on EMPH, guys. Short on EMPH. I got it at 69.10s there, guys. Good entry there for a VWAP fade look.
All right, I am in another 500 shares of MU. Gonna see if it fades off the VWAP with the SPY some, but the SPY is bouncing, which is much worse for me. Yeah, I got out there. I'm down $100 on the day. I think I'm trading a little bit too early, but again, it's still small. I'm not gonna, panic just yet. I got in and out super quick. What I'm really waiting on to happen though is I'm waiting for the market to break the range that it's in now, and then I'm gonna attack a little bit more.
All right, guys, I got short EMPH, guys, at 69.10s, 50 shares. Gonna look for that one to come crashing back down to 68.50s. I'm still long on TLRY there. Also, it keeps holding. I'm looking for it to break out above 830.
AMD might be the one I want to attack here.
There you go, looking good here in EMPH. Nice little first breakdown there.
I gotta get both my windows up here.
Nice first move here in TLRY. Both trades looking good. Both on the opposite sides. One of the great benefits of trading with TradeNet. All right, let's see if we get EMPH here to hold VWAP. We don't really want it to come back above VWAP. We want it to hold VWAP on any bounces and flush down to the 6850s. All right, now we need to see TLRY hold 824s on pullbacks. So we're actually going to change our entry, our stop price to 823.
All right, we got the microchip stocks ripping up here. If the SPY rips highs, I might be more interested in it. Hey, I appreciate all the new subs today. We did get a bunch here. Shout out to Second, Stevie, Carlos, Allah. Appreciate the sub, guys. Welcome to the team. Definitely appreciate it.
There you go. QQQ broke the highs, Charles says.
All right, AMD's about to break highs.
All right, guys, got stopped out of there at EMPH there, $13 loss. That's fine. It's a measured loss right there. Not a bad look either. TLRY got that breaking out here through the 38s. Let's see if we get a nice push up here. Good move up today, guys. 50 cent move straight up out the open. CAR. C-A-R.
Guys, I kind of just froze here with the trade on AMD. Down 225 on the day. I gotta wait a little bit. Definitely putting in too many trades. I think my confidence is getting too high. Like I said, I broke $1,000 yesterday, and yeah, 227 loss in the day. I'm just not. Listen, this is gonna happen as I scale up, but I'm definitely trading a little bit too much, and I think I held that one way too long. Like I forced it. I tried to get the high of the day breakout, and then when it didn't, I just kind of held for like 20 cents, and so let a small loss turn into a big loss there. And so want to be transparent. Yeah, down to 27 on the day. But again, like I said, I made $1,000 yesterday. I'm not going to be greedy, and if I don't make money today, that's okay. But the big thing is that I keep myself enough in check to where I don't give up too much of my profit from yesterday, if that makes sense. But we're good. Like I said, no stress. The other day I came back from $400 loss, and so we're good. How long do halts last? Usually they last about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I think the average one is probably a 5-minute halt. And that's usually about average of what they last. But it varies for sure.
All right, guys, everything's flipped into green. Leading is financial services, which is actually was the worst in the red in the morning. Technology right behind it, and industrials right after that. I think keep an eye on technology. Technology goes red, we might go red, but I think if technology stays green and financials, looks like we're pushing on up, guys.
Yeah, market just broke high, so the market is now up to 296.30 here. 296.30 for the market. We'll see what we get.
Looks like I just got wicked out in EMPH. That thing just flipped like a rock. So.
Yeah, break time for sure. Yeah, it's still small relative to everything. Like I'm good. Like I said, I'm getting used to the bigger swings, and I think that is what is going to happen in trading. Like you're going to start to take bigger swings, you're going to start to trade more, you're going to, it is what it is. Like I said, I can't be too greedy. Like I made $1,000 yesterday, right? And so with that, I can't just be so greedy where I'm not grateful for my large gains every time I have a loss, right?
All right, might get caught out in TLRY. I'm about 1 cent away from my stop out. Might get short USFD here. Want to see it test up here to break out of the 70s.
Yeah, I just took another loss on Uber. Not a fun day. Like I said, I think I gotta take 5 minutes, and I'm just gonna do something to distract myself. Everybody
Alright,
make fun
guys.
of me for trading too much. Do it now. Everybody yell at me. You know, that'll
Yeah,
help.
it just happens. It happens, man.
No, it's alright. Like I said, one of my ways is making fun of myself. And so, tell me I'm a bad trader, guys. Yell at me. Make sure I don't do it again. Keep me in check, chat. I need you guys. Keep me in check. I'm trading too much. I'm down $300 on the day. What am I doing, guys? You know, I put it on you to keep me in check, chat. You gotta make sure I don't overtrade today. So yell at me. Call me stupid. You know, do it now.
All right, guys, just got short some USFD, risking off the 75 here.
Two, I think, Abby. You could buy. Well, you could buy the base one too, but do you do option trading, Carrie? No, we don't. We don't do option trade that much. Thank you for saying that. I needed to hear that at this moment, Greedy. Yeah,
It happens.
yeah.
It's just part of trading, guys.
Noob trader, 100%. Make fun of me, guys. Do it now. You know, I'm a terrible trader. I know. Oh
All
man.
right, guys, over this 75, got to get out on USFD.
How long am I gonna milk that $1,000? You mean? Oh, I'm milking that for the rest of my life, dude. You know, anytime I lose, I made $1,000 one time. You know, 100%. I'm doing that every day. You know, be prepared for that. You know, dumb making risks. Yep, 100%. Has to be that ugly hat. I love it. I love it. Thank you. What are you thinking trying to trade that much? I know, guys. Look, I know. Thank you. Love you all. I love you all. You know, we got this. Did you change your coffee creamer? Knucklehead. Love it.
All right, guys, about to get out here. USFD
Love it.
pushing up. Just need to see a quick rejection here. If not, just going to get out. It crack back down below the trend line. Here, if not, let's get out. TLRY coming back strong there. I'm liking that candle, but I got stopped out at the bottom of that 20s.
Alright, I'm making a little bit on AMD. I'm riding the scalp down, so I think that's what I needed to hear, guys. I got out the rest break even, so I'm only down 250 on the day. That's what I needed, guys. Look, you just gotta yell at me a little bit, you know? I'll get my mind right. You know what I mean?
That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. That's like my way. Like, everybody has their ways. My way of not getting mad is just to tell everybody to make fun of me and then to laugh at myself with them, you know? That's my way. And it works. It works, you know? You can't ever take yourself too seriously, because if you do, you're gonna be super rigid all the time. You gotta just laugh at yourself sometimes, you know? And it'll make you feel better 100%. No, I never checked it out, Jonathan. I'll have to see that, man. Bro, you inspire me and you help others be good. Thank you, and I love you, man. You are changing generations of my family, doing this in a positive way. You may not see it, but I do. Thank you so much. Amen. Really appreciate that. Definitely a heartfelt message, man. Really, really appreciate that. That's awesome, dude. We're happy to help, man. That's what we do it for, you know? And if we could do anything, we just want to teach people for free. Like, that's all it really is. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the time people pay so much for different courses that when they realize that when they pay for those big courses and then they lose, it ends up just making them more frustrated. And so we just try to put everything out there for free so people can absorb it for free. And like, that's all we're really about. So we definitely appreciate that support, man. Thank you very much. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Chris Summerfield says, I only watch you because you're so terrible and you make me look like a good trader. Hey, I love it, man. I love it. Thank you. If you're just now joining us, though, guys, just so you don't think I have so many haters, I told everybody to make fun of me. And so, thank you, Chris. I got to get my mind right. You know, I got to get my mind right. I got faked out of Uber, and it's up to the 40s now. But I got to get my mind right sometimes. When I'm trading a little bit crazy, I need the chat to make fun of me. You know, that's all I need. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I said, I'm happy though. It's still a good day. Like I said, last week I'm up like $5,000 or so, and so I'm happy. You know, my trade has been going really well, and I can't be too upset over like a small loss. You know, I'm happy with it.
Having internet issues. My Discord message doesn't even want to send out. I'm having internet issues, guys. I take care of some stuff here. Gotta restart shit.
Yeah, I'll put myself up. No. You're not allowed to day trade there without penalties. You'll get banned quick on Fidelity if you try to actively day trade. Yeah, you were right, Unknowns. Maybe I should have. It's not really my style though. So even though people are, you know, even though you might have been right, it's just not really my style. And so, you know, it is what it is. Appreciate everything. Hey, I appreciate all the support. You know. You're the first to get me into trading in November. I looked up how to day trade for beginners and your channel popped up. You opened the gate. Hey, man. Appreciate the support, brother. Really means a lot, man. Hey, it's really cool to see the community we build here, man. It's really fun, man. Yeah, this is called Rain Check. It's actually my favorite song, too. Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. Super dope song. I put it in my video I put out this weekend, too.
Man. I just got my platform back open. I'm getting squeezed out big. Internet issues. Big internet issues today for me.
Hey, you called it the SPY break-in and pulling back to that level. Yeah, for sure. 296, yeah, it bounced right there. AMU still coming down. I might try it again here now that I've kind of calmed down a little bit. We'll see what we get. If it breaks 46.20, I might long into it, but the problem is that I'm actually trading against the market at this point. Microchip's trading against the market, to put it into perspective, but you know, that's the big thing I gotta think about. AMD, MU kind of choppy, and so with that, I might not want to trade them super often today. I think I would prefer to trade like Uber because it's following the market a little bit closer here. Hey, nice, too fast. Congrats, brother. Hey, that's how you do it, brother. Good job, man. How long have you been trading? About 2 years? 3 years? Congrats, though. Too fast. Nice work, bro. Alright, market's breaking highs here. I'm not seeing anything really in the range I like. AMD looks a little bit more downward trendy than MU does, and so maybe I'll take AMD if it breaks some lows here. Somewhat trending against the market. And I jumped at AMD with 500 shares here. We'll see what we get. Small position for the most part. Gonna take profits fast if we get it though. Ideally, I'd like to get down to like 56.10. About break even now. I'm hanging out here with AMD. We're gonna get out. I think my risk is gonna be around 30 or so. 21s. While hoping you become a millionaire? Hey, I hope so too. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm getting squeezed out of here on AMD. I mean, like I said, 30 is rightfully right around where my risk is. And so I can let it test that level, but obviously I don't want it to break. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm trying to be patient with it and see if we get a breakdown. There we go. There's 19s. We just need that big firm breakdown under 56. Like I want to see it down to like 56.10, 56.05, and then I want to take some profits off there. But I'm trying to be patient with it. I'm about break even in this right now. There's 22s again. Like I said, 30 is about my risk, 56.30. Kind of consolidating around this range now. Probably gonna get out here. Looks like I'm gonna get squeezed out. Yeah, too close for me. I ended up getting
Short
out.
on pen. We'll see if it holds. It immediately just spiked me up.
Yeah, I'm down 320 on the day, 325. I think I'm just gonna wait and see if I get some like really strong momentum. Like maybe if the market breaks highs, but like for now, you know, I think I gotta slow it down. Whoa. I don't know about Fidelity, man. I've never used Fidelity before. Yeah, no, I've never used Interactive Brokers either.
All right, guys, taking my last swing of the day here in pen short. Seeing if it's gonna flip. I mean, LVS has been going straight down. Trying to see if I get a reverse back down here.
Hey, I know I told everybody to talk smack to me, and everybody was like super kind. Most people. Some of them talk smack, which I appreciate it. But a lot of people were like really nice, so thank you guys. Hey, Gavin, what's up, brother? Oh yeah, man, how's your kid doing? Nice, man. Hey, they grow fast, man. My best advice to you as a parent myself is if your daughter's 2 months old, enjoy that time, man, because they're never gonna sleep that much ever again. You know what I mean? Soon they will be up driving you crazy. You know, I love my kids. Like I said, you see my kids, but they sleep the most when they're in that infant stage, and it's great. It might be a little unstable because they might sleep for hours and strange hours, but they're gonna give you a lot of breaks at that point in time too. And so enjoy it, man. It goes by quick. As a parent to parent, you know, it goes by fast, bro.
All right, guys, might get squeezed out here. If I do, this will definitely be kind of my last trade. We'll see if we can get this to come right back down. We're gonna squeeze hard here. Let's see if it just quickly flips back down. If not, we're gonna get out. Seeing a spike there in LVS, probably just gonna get stopped out right here. Yep, it's approaching this 27 breakout.
Hey, Joseph is already in penny stocks. Yeah, for sure, Gavin. Yeah, it's a cool time though. Like I miss my son. Like my little videos of my son when he was a little baby pop up on my Facebook all the time. I miss my son being so small. He's great. My daughter too. My daughter was the sweetest ever. But yeah, it goes by fast, brother. So enjoy it, man. You know, because it'll go by quick. Hey, dude. Hey, no, don't mess with that. My camera's not a tunnel. I bought myself like an expensive 4K camera, and I have it on a tripod here. And my son thinks it's a tunnel and like crawls underneath it. And I have to tell him my camera's not a tunnel, bro. You know, stop it. He's gonna break that thing, man.
Alright guys, this thing pushing up here. Let's see what happens. Really want to see it start cracking down through this trend line. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Yeah, just got squeezed, gotta get out.
Baba coming out with its own Alexa. Let's see, man. I'm curious to see about that too.
Yep, just got squeezed out there, guys. It happens.
Yeah, for sure. Don't stress it.
Not trading well today. I can already tell. I shouldn't take a trade at all. I'm deep in the red. I'm gonna definitely end the day here. I'll stick around to look at charts if you guys want to check out some charts, but I won't be taking another trade.
Yeah, don't stress it, bro. You got this, man.
Yeah, 4 straight trades in the red. Definitely done for the day.
Hey, I haven't been doing super well either, bro. I've been getting my butt kicked today too. Market's squeezing up a little bit here, team. Taking a little bit on ACB here, short. See if we get a low of the day break here in ACB and like a really big breakdown. This one's up a ton. MU about to push up and break highs here. I wouldn't mind that one either. I might look to long that one at the same time as this, but it's a little bit too extended on the upside, so I prefer to wait for it to actually pull back and bounce a little bit. Actually, if that makes sense. There's MU breaking the highs. Same thing I talked about here. Trying to wait for it. We'll see. If the market starts to squeeze up, I don't want to get stuck. Alright, I'm going to get out the rest there. So, made a small little win for ACB, but negligible, really.
It's always tough to stick around and not trade, I'll tell you that, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a little part of me would have already got back into pen.
We'll just go
But
over
I
some
literally,
sectors.
I put the lock. I put the lock
Yeah.
on my screen. Yeah, no, not a worry. I literally put a lock on my order screen. The little lock bar that we have, I hit it. Sometimes you got to do that. Oh, you have no idea. I'm going further. I'm gonna close down TEFs and just have my charts open. Go ahead and focus in on some charts. All right, guys. I'll let you guys. Let me put it at one chart. All right, guys. Let's look at 5-minute charts because 5-minute charts will help us a little bit. So we see financial sectors lift significant amount especially from kind of the move yesterday into the 4 o'clock move. Industrials leading us back up here. Industrials usually, when they're up high, what are we getting? The dash for trash. So look for the airlines to be doing well today. UAL, CCL, Carnival. I would look for those to kind of do better today. Reason why? Usually when you get the industrials up, you're getting what's called the dash for trash, where people start going for the cheaper stocks, the stocks that have been hit the most. Lodging up, resorts casino up 4.3%. Highest one up here is gambling. So I would say SGMS is doing really good. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yep, there you go. Up there to 14. We had a trader bring this stock up actually in our chat. And then we were talking about how 1350 was a really solid support for it. This stock up there now to the 1430s. Gambling doing really well. It's up 7% on the day. Let's see what the volume buzz is. The buzz is in healthcare. Let's find out where. Man, I'm still having some internet issues. Not a good day for the internet. I feel like I'm running on dial-up. But how did MBot do today? She's trying to get juicy. At least a juicy look. Probably the one that I'll keep an eye on. If I do take a trade or a shot, I would maybe take a $20 shot in this one. See if it just became a rocket. Interesting one if it holds 693s. USFD just stopped me out. It's the same kind of story today. I got wicked out twice big on fades. Just wicks, literally. Right after it does the move exactly what I want. USFD was looking for a fade in that one. Got short. It just bounced me out there. 875s pop up. And right after that, even from 880s down to 845s. So that happens sometimes. You'll get that little wick out. It's a good sign, at least for the market to start coming down. Technology gets weak. I would definitely start looking for the market to get weak. Yeah. Yeah, should be. It should be. Yeah, I said $12 for that one in my pre-market look. think that one ends at $12. Why? Because that was the reversal split. The herd got too crazy yesterday. Imagine a swing trade yesterday short at the open. Boom. In a push up here. Some stocks. A little push up there.
Sorry guys, I'm muted this whole time. I've been muted this whole time. Mitch can hear me. Mitch, I've been talking to you. Nobody else can hear me this whole time. I made a bunch of money in in ACB, and then I called out this breakout on MU, but I just got wimped out at the very last second and didn't end up taking it. He brought me back to close to green on the day, but man, I'm not trading the greatest. Here's my P&L, and I definitely had to take a large risk for ACB to get myself pretty close to back here. So I'm not loving my trading today, certainly, but you know, as long as I'm.
Hey, it's how it is, man. You know.
Yeah.
You've been making great gains over the last month, really month and a half. So
yeah, for
one
sure.
day red is going to happen every now and then.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think this usually happens when we get days like today, where we have a hugging of resistance, stocks not really making giant moves up, giant move down, kind of more of a choppy day.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in 500 shares of MU, trying to ride this quick breakout up. I'm going to take profits very quickly here and not be super strict with it. Ultimately looking for a high of the day breakout over here at this top. About break even in it now, but that's what I'm waiting for here. I'm also looking at ACB if we can, with a few hundred shares if we get like another low break or so. We might run into some resistance a little bit above us here though. I'm going to take half off, a little bit more than half, and ride this breakout. See if we get over 80 here.
Alright guys, I got someone telling me to take a look at the Tesla Dragon.
Alright, so I scalped that move on AC or on MU, down 67 on the day, slowly edging back. Yeah.
No hugging, 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Bubba knows.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
So Tesla, I'll tell you about my expert that I know at least in Tesla. Since I don't know too much about Tesla, I'll give his opinion more. I have an expert that is a big time bull in Tesla, so just to give his preface look, you know, he says Tesla from here he's been actually selling a little bit of his shares, thinks he might get a pullback to 700 600 area, but he said over time he sees in a year or two Tesla up to $1,200. With that look, I necessarily don't disagree with it. The biggest thing is going to be profitability margins on their new vehicles and how much production they can really do. He's basing that information off of kind of more of a patent look, a look at the innovations that Tesla does.
Yeah, my goal, I went over my goal earlier, Daniel. My goal is $400 net today. I looked the other way. I'm gonna get an ACB here. Man, I was trying to get ACB for this low break. I'm a little extended in it now, unfortunately, but I'm in ACB with 500 shares. Like I said, I'm a little bit extended in it now. Missed the entry I was looking for, but yeah, my goal for the day, I went over it earlier this morning, is about $400 net. There we go. I'm gonna take half off there, holding 200 shares here of ACB. Gonna ride the rest of this down. gonna get out the rest here. So I'm down about $21 on the day. Oh, sorry guys. I keep trying to switch it over. I know Mitch was going over stuff, so I wanted to put his chart up since he was going over Tesla. I called that one out though as I was in it, but once I got in it, I called it out. But yeah, that one you guys could see. Like I was planning on getting in at the $0.50 break, and I missed the move, and so I didn't have time to switch it over. But here's my P&L if you guys want to see it. I was also looking at NIO for this low of the day break, but we didn't quite get it. Yeah, I already know about the reverse split, Jonathan. So the reverse split is actually a bad thing for ACB. The NASDAQ threatened to delist them because they were under $1, and so then they did, I think, a 20 for 1 or a 1 for 20 reverse split. Thus, per supply and demand, raising the price of their stock up to where it is now. And then it had some positive catalysts after that. But ultimately, you know, it was one of those things where it was a bad thing that they had to do that reverse split in the first place. Yeah, 100%, Jonathan. Yeah, for sure.
The Beyond Meat story, guys, it's gonna take a little bit of a hit. Meat shortage is not looking as bad as people pronounced at first. And that's what made this stock pop, guys. Meat shortages, and that was from 100 now to 140. I think you're definitely starting to find the top there. It went to 147. I had a thought of it making a move towards 150, but it could just be done there at 140s.
All right, I'm in MU, guys. Actually was able to put the screen up this time for the potential high of the day breakout here for MU. 500 shares. We're gonna try to ride this thing up until, preferably up to like the whole $1.47 is where I really want to see this one. Continuing to squeeze above the high of the day is what we really want to see. And I can let it work a little bit. I think I've earned having a little bit of room here now. If getting a drop. So we're getting a little bit of a surge. Like I said, I'm going to try to let this thing ride. Up to the whole dollar is really where I want to see it. I think it's following the market a ton here as well, though. But I don't mind letting it kind of work up there. Only on 500 shares, so pretty small. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's exactly why they did it. I appreciate it, Unknown. Thank you, man. It was a tough day. I'm actually in the profit on this MU trade now, though. Like I said, we're going to try to ride it up to 47 is really what we want to see here. Hopefully the market works with me here. Like I said, I'm just sitting here letting this consolidate. I'm waiting for the push. We're kind of in no man's land right now, so I'm just kind of hanging out here, trying to give it that time to possibly squeeze up and about break even in it right now. But like I said, we're just kind of sitting in here when MU, trying to give it time to squeeze up above the whole $1.47, which is up here. Right here, you guys can see that right there. That's what we're looking for, a breakup of here. And, you know, I don't mind just sitting here being patient with it. Ultimately, if we break highs, we could get a lot of strength that comes in quickly. And so I'll probably take some profit before that level. But that's ultimately what we're waiting on. So approval ultimately is just, hold on, sorry. All right, like I said, I'm gonna take some profit into that squeeze up. Holding 200 shares left.
Can I have some paper?
Yeah, buddy. There you go. All right, we're at 46.86. We didn't really get the big surge. That's why you always sell into strength. I kind of let it turn around on me, but I think I'm gonna let it hold at 46.80. I don't mind letting it work there. I'm only holding 200 shares left, and so my risk is negligible here. But yeah, when you're not approved, you can get a refund up to when you make your first trade on the funded account, right? So if you don't get the funded account by that logic, you should be able to get a refund. But reach out to them and ask them. But yeah, the reason you're not approved is usually if you've bought, like, you can't buy more than 2 intro packages, because then people would just kind of YOLO the account until they get like a huge win, because it gives you good risk reward, and so with that they limit you to only 2 per person, 2 intro accounts per person. I think you can buy the higher accounts as much as you want. But yeah, that's basically what they do. But yeah, that's what the approval is about. Anyway, it's all about approval into the funded account program is what it is. All right, so we're getting a drop here. Like I said, I'm making money on this no matter what. Ideally, I'd like to see it stay over 46.80 though.
All right, guys. With that fun stock, guys, penny stock releasing crazy news about HP. I think it's halted about like 3 or 4 times already. I think maybe 5 times already. So just be careful with that one.
Yeah, I'm out of MU, break even. Still kind of climbing my way back here. I'm also looking at ACB here because we do have a resistance at the 1250 level. Let me get in with 500 shares of ACB and then keep 1250 as my risk. See if we get a nice breakdown here with it.
Alright guys, one that I'm starting to like more is USFD for VWAP reject there. Patent starting to break down, could get the reversal to finally happen in that one. I'm not going to take a trade, but I'm just going to watch. But that's the trade I would probably take, the pen reversal again at the 80s. Be up about 20 cents now. So probably could have made my money back, but I'm going to stay disciplined and not take a trade.
All right, I'm in ACB 500 shares. We're down to 33s. You know, I'm going to take half off here. And just to protect myself, I mean, I think we might drop some more, and I can still hold these 100 shares if we do. But yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. 28s. I'm going to just get out the rest there. So I'm actually green on the day now, guys. Whew, man. Like I said, I usually know if I keep plugging at it that I can end green. Man, I think at one point today I was down like 500 bucks. So definitely a little risky, you know. But I did that, so I'm happy with it. But man,
You gotta risk it sometimes to get the biscuit.
yeah, I mean, my logic is like I'm already up thousands this week, so it's like, you know, if I gotta take a little swing, you know, I'm down for it, you know.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, my account's, like I said, my goal, like I really like to hit my goal, which is 10,000 in profit. I am at $9,679 in profit. So I'm sure I'm down after commissions almost certainly today, but that's all right, you know.
All right, guys, putting on a trade right here. Reversing now looks great. Is Car looking great here, guys?
I'm looking at shorting INO at this low of the day break here. It's a pretty big range stock though that I'm not necessarily comfortable with, and so if I do take it, it's going to be like 100 shares. Very close to getting in. I'm in with 100 shares. Very small position. I'm just going to get in and out very quickly here. Trying to catch the momentum low of the day break. Maybe I should have taken a little bit bigger, but I think 100 shares is fine. You know, just get my feet wet with this. I never really traded it before, so not super well versed in it. Ideally, I want to see it down to like 25s, maybe the whole $1.15, which is doable. Hey, I appreciate the sub, J-Dog. I appreciate the sub, Tay, Venice. Appreciate the love, team. Hit that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already. We do this live for free every day, right here on YouTube. There's 30s. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there, keep a little scalpy scalp there. Made a little bit of money with it. Like I said, 25s is where I was looking to probably get out. I'm still probably down after commissions, but we're kind of edging our way back here.
Gotta work, gotta work.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not claiming to be completely green. I'm just green and gross, which is alright. You know, like I said, yesterday I made $1,000 gross, probably about $700 net, and so if I'm not fully green in net profits today, it's alright. I mostly use a 1 minute chart because you see me scalping a lot MB, but Mitch definitely uses a little bit longer term time frames as well. Is that from Sonic Mania?
Does it spell Sonic Mania?
Sonic Mania is SONICMANIA.
Wait, what?
Mania is spelled MANIA. Mania.
There you go. Now would be looking really nice there in Penn. Penn now down to the 40s. Looks like my reversal was just badly timed. That's all it was.
Yeah, somebody's telling me to look at AMD short. If it breaks under 46, I might short it. Very short-term basis, no pun intended, with 500 shares for AMD. We'll see. It's going to be a very quick trade, but I don't want to see a bounce at 56. That's the biggest thing I'm worried about with 500 shares of this is a bounce at 56. So I'm gonna wait, but I don't mind that momentum move if we do get a break underneath 56 here. MANIA spells mania. Sorry, my son's asking me how to spell Sonic Mania. MANIA. It's MAN as in Nancy, IA as in Apple. Alright, so yeah, we're bouncing at 56. This is why I'm waiting to possibly enter this one, guys.
Yes, yes, yes. Very important lesson. Something we don't talk about often, just lucky. But you definitely have to watch out when you're trading options for bad spreads, bad pricing.
I mean, you can unknowns, but
And there's the Penn breakdown that I was looking for later on in the day. We got it, and it would have been a good call there. Just timing was a little bit off. Breaking down there now to the 2620s, 27 essentially, a little bit above 27.
I know it's bouncing back to that previous closing price. That one doesn't look terrible now, but I think I'm gonna wait. I like AMD. We're gonna see if we get a low at the daybreak. We do have like a big confirmed low here for AMD, but like I said, wish me luck. We're still kind of, like I said, I'm still probably red after all the commissions today. Yeah, my son loves that game. Some fade possibilities setting up with like ACB here and Disney. Alright guys, we got almost 400 people in here. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, show support for what we do here. We do this live for free every day, right here on YouTube. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Remember to subscribe, and if you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live, which is every single weekday morning. We're not experts, we're not gurus, we just teach people what works for us, and if it doesn't work, that's okay too. There's the breakdown. Kind of missed it with AMD, but I'm in with 500 shares here. Gonna look for a quick surge and then a profit taking. There we go. Boom, took half off there. A little bit more than half. Gonna hold the rest here. See if we get a larger breakdown down to the 80s.
Getting big breakdowns there, man. Just missed Penn. Other casinos are doing like fades. LVS looks good for a nice short right now. Looks like it's gonna break down. You got Sands also. CZR in that industry that's breaking down. Car, really good call out on Car that I just called out a little bit a while ago. Now down more than 50 cents from that entry possibility.
I just added 300 shares to AMD. Gonna try to scale back into this one and get a quick rejection back below 56. So I'm back in with 500 shares, and ideally I'd like to see it break back down to where it was to test lows and reject off of the whole $1.56. Sorry, bro.
No, you're good, man. Car breaking down beautifully after that call out there. Just hit resistance, reversal. And those are the types I like. The ones that multiple resistance touches, especially if you can get 3 touches on the 15-minute. And that's what you got there in Car. A triple top on the 15 at 15.50. Quick reversal.
Yeah, there's 94s. Like I said, we kind of needed 90 to be any significant level here. There's 93s.
What happened, Chase? Just kind of support breakdowns. The SPY is impressive. Mainly getting pushed today, I'd see by oil and financial services.
There's 93s, 94s.
Glad you caught that one, Buzz. Anything else you guys want to take a look at, definitely go ahead and post it up in the chat. Like always, I'll go ahead and take a look for you guys.
Here we go. Gonna take half off there. I'll hold this last little 200 shares, see if we get a larger breakdown under the lows of the day here. There's 87s. 88s.
All right, guys. I really like USFD from this point on. You can keep a really tight risk just above this to about 70, 72. So risk about 5 cents on this trade. Look for a 15, 20 cent winner. That's just one that I like here.
All right, I got out the rest. I'm up about 90 bucks on the day. Part of me wanted to hold, but I know I'm just kind of scalping these moves. So, you know, I don't mind adding back on AMD and kind of just milking this one until it becomes a little bit more favorable. Maybe if it breaks that low again, I'll short back into it, but we're going to wait for that. INO rejected right off of that previous closing price like I talked about. Kind of bummed out I didn't take that at this point. Yeah, I mean, I used to use stock trade for a while. I'm not using them anymore, though.
All right, guys, I just want to put out something. Steve put it in the chat here. One of the most underrated skills in trading is self-awareness, traders. And why self-awareness is so important? Because a lot of traders actually get the experience in trading to where they finally even start kind of getting this kind of more instinctual feel like, hey, I'm on top of my game today. I'm nailing entries. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And then there's some days you just feel out of whack. Your emotions are a little bit running. When you go a little bit in the green, you feel like you know you're doing really well or too great. Or when you go in the red, you're being too pressured. And there's some days that you're just a little bit off. Have that self-awareness. Know when to call it. like they say, know when to hold it, know when to fold them.
Yeah.
That's always a great lesson to learn in trading, and a great underrated skill.
I just got squeezed out of AMD. Maybe I think I got a little bit too comfortable attacking it there, but like I said, we're gonna see what we get today.
All right, traders, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the platform that John and I use on these streams, go ahead and check out TradeNet, guys. It's a solid, high quality platform. Really what it does is it gives you funded account programs. This will let you day trade as much as you want. This is how you guys see us take multiple trades. I know there's someone asking about how we're taking so many trades. It's because we have the buying power to do so.
I'm in with 1,000 shares real quick of AMD. Sorry, brother.
Go for it, John. You got it. Good luck, man.
Thanks, man.
Like always, guys, TradeNet gives you the ability to have cheap commissions, short stocks, go long on stocks, no restriction on margin. Any stock that's tradable, you're going to be able to trade fully. Can't stress this enough how many times I've seen traders can't trade because some kind of restriction. But like always, you get access to a chat room, demo account to practice, and a legit trading course, guys. All this for less than $400. Definitely makes sense risk and reward wise. You guys will be able to go ahead and check out that link. We'll go ahead and post that up once John gets out of his trade here. But like always, guys, definitely check it out. It gives you a chance to really take your trading to the live. If you're really starting to go live, guys, and you want to go ahead and get those emotions, start small, trade as small as you can, and do what you can.
Yeah, I got squeezed out, guys. Down $70 in the day. Definitely not a fun day. I don't know if I'm trading too much or what the deal is with me today, or whether the market's just not working for me. It could be either one, really. Like I said, I know myself well enough to know that I probably am trading a little bit too much, and that's okay. Like I said, I made $1,000 solely yesterday. It was a really fun day. Today, I'm definitely struggling a little bit, and I might hang it up. I might hang out for another few minutes, just to chill with you guys. But I doubt I might trade anymore. I'm not gonna say I'm not going to. I'm not gonna be too strict with myself. But I think what I did there, if I'm being completely objective, I think what I did is I lost some of my profit, and then I tried to quickly make it back with 1,000 shares. And I think that scale up was too fast after that loss, and I think it was a little bit more of an emotional decision, if I'm being honest with myself here. And again, I can't be too upset. I'm up thousands of dollars in the last 2 weeks, and so $70 gross profit loss, probably about $130, $140 net, is small potatoes here, and I'm not super concerned about it. But what I do need to understand is I need to recognize what I'm doing and hopefully put a stop to it. And so, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, probably done for the day. But yeah, guys, sorry. There's the link in the chat for TradeNet. But yeah, it's beneficial because most new traders are going to lose their first few accounts, right? They're going to lose their first few day trading accounts. With that, you want to try to find the cheapest account as possible, in my opinion. And I think TradeNet and TEFs give you a way to really learn. You could potentially make money. You could trade a real funded account. And I think it just makes a lot of sense for new traders. Like, listen, you get a lot of haters. And I talked about it in Discord yesterday. It's like, look, people can say that whatever they want. They can say it's a scam or whatever they want. What are the other options for a new trader? Like, what's a better option for a new trader? Like, right, you could say CMEG Group. You're going to pay over $100 for the platform alone on CMEG Group. You're going to get less buying power. You're going to have to risk more ultimately for that. And, it's all subjective. But in my opinion, the funded account program with TradeNet makes a lot of sense. The intro package comes with the course and a demo account and access to their chat room. But once you're approved for the funded account program, you get just a lot of buying power to trade with, and it just is really beneficial for a new trader. It actually allows them to, actively day trade once they're approved. They're going to get $14,000 to trade with their base package for the intro package, and there's no PDT rule, so you can day trade short. And I don't think you're going to get that anywhere else. You're risking $375. There's a max loss of $700, but even still, that's pretty small. And it's just a lot of buying power for a very cheap price. And the big thing is, like, it's relatively disposable. You know, if you lose a TradeNet account, it's not the end of the world. A lot of the time, new traders end up saving up $500, $1,000, or, you know, they end up saving thousands of dollars, really, and losing that as their first day trading experience. And I just think that's unnecessary. I think you go to TradeNet, get a big account, be able to short stocks, day trade with no PDT rule, comes with the course. Technically, it's an educational package. And with the funded account program, they make you a contractor for them and allow you to trade their account. And so that's technically what it is. But when you consider the entire bundle, I think it just makes sense. It's just a really cheap way to get started. And you know what I mean? People hate on them. A lot of the time they've just lost accounts and they're too immature to be able to be introspective and accountable, right? And that's usually, you see a bunch of people hating on them. Trading's an emotional thing. Thank you, buddy. This is great. Sonic. But in the end, it's just a cheap way to get started. You know what I mean? It's just a really cheap way to get started. There's no PDT rule. You're able to actively day trade short stocks. And I think that only makes sense for new traders. I think that it's the cheapest you're going to find anywhere else. It's the cheapest you're going to be able to get started, and you're risking less. And I think that's where it really makes sense. Obviously, I'm just a referral partner for them, and I make a commission if you guys sign up. And so obviously, I'm going to be pretty biased in their favor. But objectively speaking, I think it's a cheap way, regardless of any biases I have towards it. And so, you know, check it out. There's the link in the chat if you want to use it. You can check out the link. They do have a sale going on right now, which allows you to get them for $375, which is objectively cheap. And you know, I just think it makes sense. Yeah, market went sideways. It's cool. Like I said, if today's a losing day, you know, I'll be all right.
Yeah, man, it happens, you know. One of the things that, like I talked about, win or lose, that's really what we're here for, guys, is to show you guys a process, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, it's not just about one day. If you make your trading about one day, I mean, then hey, you're just gonna be like the other guys. Come in, come out. We'll never see you again.
Right, for sure.
But if you guys want to make this a business, you guys want to make this something that you guys are going to be in for the long run, you always have to understand that sometimes it's good to understand when you're not on top of your game, and you could just pull out and come in another day, wait for the day that you're on top.
Right, 100%. And just to show you guys, yeah, and just to show you guys, like, this is my last week, and I'm going to show you my trader view here to see him. This is my last week, guys. So this is from the 12th all the way till today. Yeah, honestly, it's been probably one of the best weeks I've ever had. This is the past week. Beautiful, man. Look at this. This is the last week. It says the last 30 days. It's just because I have this range here for this past week. But this is my trades this past week, guys. Look, to detail it, I'm running at 74.3% accuracy rate. I have 26 winning trades, 9 losing trades, 16 max consecutive wins. My largest gain this week was $1,125, which was yesterday's, I believe. Total gain for the last 2 weeks, or for the last week, is $2,572. My average hold time for a winning trade is 34 minutes. My average hold time for a losing trade is 9 minutes. My profit factor is 7.29. And just to show you guys that this is actually legitimate, look, I'm going to filter this. I'm going to export this. I'll name this. This is, look, you can see last week from the 12th to the 19th. I'm going to name this Just So You Know. I named it Just So You Know. I'm going to go to import here. First of all, I'm going to delete all this. Let me go to trades. And delete the last, you know, down to the 12th, I think it was, right? I'm just going to delete all of these. I'm going to delete all those. And then I'm going to go to import, choose file. Just So You Know. Same thing. Just so you know. You can see, Just So You Know. I'm going to click upload. Alright, yeah, there's some duplicates because I didn't remove all of them. But again, that's my actual stats team. Look at that. Super proud of that. Average win is $73. Profit factor 7.29 in the last week. And honestly, I think if I put in 2 weeks, it's going to be even better than that. yeah, running at almost 75% accuracy. Average winning trade is $114. Average losing trade is $45. So I'm keeping my losses very small. And like I said, I just wanted to, this is, I think I might hang it up for the day and just accept my losing day. And just to show you guys what led up to this losing day. Pretty solid stats here, man. I'm really happy. I'm super proud of my trading.
No, definitely. One of the things that you can always learn is that there always will be a down wave. If you can control that down wave and ride these up waves, you can make moves just like this, guys. That's the key. The key is learning how to ride the waves. That's one thing that I think John's kind of understood, is that some days he's gonna be on point, and then some days it's just not gonna be there, and you just gotta get out.
Yes, Kyle, it's because my larger trades I held for a while, and that brought the average time down for sure. And like even still, like sometimes I'll hold a stock with 200 shares for like 10 minutes or for like 30 minutes, trying to catch a much larger move. A lot of times that's after the stream's over, but that's gonna drag the average time up a little bit.
All right, guys, like always, guys, I don't know if you guys know about it, but we did start a new channel. It's basically on business ideas and investing. My side of it will be more on investing for long term, kind of how to take a look at long-term stocks in a investing approach based off a story. A lot of what I do is based off a story. So definitely look into that, guys. I'll be trying to put out a video. Either it's going to be coming out tonight or probably tomorrow. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look at it. And we look at I'll probably be putting out a video. We've been putting out a little bit about it on Baba. So stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, the reality is, like, I trade off stream sometimes, 100%. Sometimes I'll take longer term trades, usually with smaller sizing though. But I certainly trade off stream sometimes, and it's one of the reasons where, like, we're not experts here. Like, we're not gurus. We're not selling a course. Anything we put out there, we put it out there for free. And, sometimes I'm going to prefer to trade off stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's certainly easier to trade off stream, and it's a lot harder to trade in front of, 400 people, 400 to 500 people like we have here every day. It's way more difficult, for sure. And yeah, certainly I trade off stream. And I can do that because, like I said, I don't have any standard to live up to. I'm not an expert. I'm not selling a course. And in the end, I can trade off stream if I want to. But the reality is, like I said, I uploaded that live, so you guys can see it. So yeah, I don't think I can fake that if I wanted to. But in the end, sometimes I'm going to trade off stream, and it's just easier, for sure. Like I said, though, I don't think I'm going to trade off stream today. I think I'm just going to end it. I don't think my heart's in it today. I've been kind of buckling down a lot and trading a ton. And so I think I'm going to just slow it down today, accept my little baby loss, and be happy that last week I'm up almost $3,000. No, I don't trade power hour. I never do well in power hour. It's mostly like I might trade until like 1 p.m. my time, but never in power hour. Nah, Jay, you're good, bro. You're good, man. Like I said, I appreciate it. I told you guys to mess with me, man. So you're good, man. You're all good. Let's see. ACB breaking out. Yeah, I'm glad I shorted it a ton earlier. It's not breaking out. ACB is about, I traded this one a bunch. This is probably the most successful stock I had today. Like, this is my P&L. ACB, I'm up like $400. But, listen, when you start to scale up, like I said, I've been taking some pretty big size, scaling up a lot, making thousands of dollars. And so when you start to scale up, you're going to take larger than normal losses. But yeah, ACB, it's still below the VWAP. And so technically it's still just maintaining this downward trend from what I see. Right, and so until it really breaks above the VWAP and specifically breaks above this level here, this 1310 level, I still think it looks bearish. How do you get on my Discord? Right here, bro, I got you. But yeah, I mean, like I said, when I trade off stream, like regardless, like if you go back and you watch my P&L, even solely on the stream, you'll see how profitable I've been lately. And so I'm honestly, it's a little bit surreal because I've been waiting so long to get to this level in my trading to where I can actually execute this accurately and this profitably. And it took a long time. It took years, but I'm finally there, it seems, and it feels really good. Like I said, you guys know it's legit too. Like, even if you just watch my profit and loss on stream, you know how profitable I've been. So it feels really good, and I just hope it continues. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm building up some big profits, and I'm doing most of it live, and it's really fun time in my trading. So hopefully I can continue it. The goal is really to start trying to make $1,000 a day. That's what I would love to do, is make $1,000, net or gross per day. And if I can get to that level, that's going to be a huge thing. And that's what I'm ultimately looking forward to a bunch. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can maintain it. But yeah. Yeah, power hour is like the last hour of the day before the bell. Oh, Chris, my bad, bro. Yeah, it's TradeNet. TradeNet is the name. Well, the funded account program is just called the funded account program. But the company that offers the package that is kind of the funnel to the funded account program is TradeNet, and here's the link for that. You can get I think right now they're $375 for the intro package, but there's different packages. Like, I have a much larger package here. So like I have like I think my package costs me like $7,500, but I have a ton of buying power. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, there's the link if you want to check it out. And like I said, listen, you're gonna hear a lot of people hate on TradeNet. There people are just gonna mindlessly yell scam when TradeNet comes up. But like, the reality is, if you're ever gonna find that much buying power and that much benefit in trading, right? Like, $375, you're getting a ton of buying power, you're getting able to short, and this is all once you're approved for the funded account program. Technically it's a demo, technically it's an educational package, right? And it comes with the demo account, it comes with access to their chat room, it comes with a course, and then once you're approved for the funded account program, that's when you get the actual live account. And so before that, they give you a demo account. But it operates like a prop firm once you're approved. And so there's a 70-30 split on the base package. I have a much better split, though. I have a 85-15 split, I think. But for the base package, that's less than $400. Once you're approved for the funded account program, you get $14K to trade with, $14,000 in buying power for less than $400. There's no PDT rule, and you can short. And I think that's a huge advantage. I think most traders are going to lose, to put it bluntly, and to be honest, I think most traders are going to lose, but I think they're going to lose no matter where they go. And objectively speaking, it's a lot cheaper to lose a TradeNet intro package than it is to save up $5,000 and deposit that and then lose that. Or even worse, save up $25K to try to get around the PDT rule in other ways and then lose that. And I think no matter what your first account size is, I think most new traders are just going to lose. But of course, you do have the potential to make money there. You can withdraw once per month. And in the end, I think it's super cheap to get started, and I don't think you're going to find that anywhere else in the trading world. I think that, I think the amount of buying power you get in the funded account program relative to the price that you're paying for the intro package makes a lot more sense, and it saves new traders money because, it's a lot easier to lose an intro package than it is to save up $5K and, be devastated when you lose thousands, which is super common, very common story in the trading world as well. So they treat you like a contractor, Tommy. So you're basically a contractor for them once you're approved for it. So it's like you buy an educational package, and then it kind of funnels you to the funded account program. And once you're approved, any profit you make is going to be like a contractor for them, right? Because you're trading their account, right? It's not your account. You're not depositing money. You're trading their account, right? So it's like a contractor is what you pay taxes on. Any word on the World Series of day trading? I don't know, man. I know with the with everything going on right now, they were gonna have one during the summer, and I don't know if they're still gonna do it. I know I asked my contact with them to update me once they know what's going down with that, because usually they have one a few times a year, specifically talking about the World Series of Day Trading, which is a free trading competition. But with everything going on right now, I'm sure, I'm sure everything kind of got pushed back a little bit. And so as soon as I know, I'll update you all. No, I don't really use the chat room. I mean, I have my own chat room. And so, and I think, I don't mean to, like, I think my trading's at a level to where I know my system well enough. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to stick with my system. But yeah, they've got a lot of talented traders there as well. People hate on them, but they got a lot of super talented traders with like decades of experience. You know what I mean? I think the most toxic part of the trading culture is that you got a bunch of, you got a bunch of 15-year-olds with braces trying to tell you how to day trade stocks. And the reality is most of them see, penny stock gurus are just running rampant, pushing Lamborghinis and fake money they ordered off of eBay and just wrapping a bunch of naive traders in. There's no secret strategy, and the reality is that all information on trading, for the most part, is publicly available. Which is why I like TradeNet, because they're not super sleazy with it, and they're not pushing Lambos and all that nonsense. And they've been actually trading for 20 years plus, a lot of them. And so with that, you got to respect that. Again, I think a lot of the time penny stock gurus just wrap a bunch of new traders in, and everybody hates me saying this because I attack their dreams when I say this, right? Like I say it every day, but when I tell people that penny stocks is mostly gurus front loading onto positions and profiting from their following because the stock floats they're trading are super low float, and so they're able to easily manipulate those stocks with penny stock programs and gurus, right? And you might be like, well, John, do you do that? And it's like, I do not do that, because the stocks I trade have large floats. Like I trade like 500 million float stocks, right? I couldn't manipulate those if I wanted to. The float is so big on the stocks I'm trading that if everybody in here bought it at the same time, it still wouldn't move it in any significant way, just because the float is so large. But the penny stock gurus, on the other hand, they certainly do that. It's a very toxic part of the trading world as well. Penny stocks are just much more volatile and risky, a lot harder to trade for me. I'm not saying you can't make money with it, but I think the reason, if you Google day trading and you see a bunch of penny stocks, is because it's easy to manipulate those stocks and profit from, and that's what a lot of the gurus are doing. Not all of them. I would say a majority of them, though. And so in the end, I think traders are going to have more success with mid and high caps. They're more reliable. You can back test them easier. You can study certain individual stocks and really learn the way they move, like I've done with AMD, MU, and Uber. And you can consequently profit from it. But in the end, like I said, maybe I'm just biased because I can't trade penny stocks well. That's plausible too. I don't know. I just know that a lot of the time new traders end up, they build up this dream, right? They build up this dream of, they're going to buy this guru's course and they're going to trade these penny stocks, and in 2 months they're just going to be balling out of control and paying their bills and showing everybody how smart they are and proving everybody wrong. And I think a more realistic scenario is that they buy a course, they lose a ton of money in the market and by paying for that course, and then in the end they end up giving up trading because it's too difficult and it's too random in penny stock land. And so I think that's the reality that we get a little bit more often. And people, they hate when I say this because it's like I'm attacking their dreams. I'm just telling you the truth. I know it might not be fun to hear. I know you might have all these expectations and ambitions built up in penny stock land, and maybe you can fulfill them. But I know for me, it's just not for me, man. Not for me. Yeah, 100%. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm objective here. You know what I mean? Like I'm objective. Like maybe I'm just biased because I suck at penny stocks. That's a plausible reason for me saying this. Maybe that bias is presenting itself like this. That's possible. It could even, I would even say it is partially true. I know I'm certainly biased with very low float penny stocks against them. But in the end, I think that's what new traders have to swim through, and they got to figure out the truth for themselves a lot of the time. And I think a lot of the time they get mad at me because I'm just speaking the facts behind it. And nobody likes to have their dreams shattered with reality. You know, a lot of people would just rather live in dreamland than face the reality behind it. And, you know, like I said, this is all coming from somebody that actually does it. It's profitable. You guys can watch me make profits. It took a long time to do it too. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes years to be successful, and even then, a lot of people are still going to fail. You bought 1 million shares? Hey, hostile takeover by Todd over there. Yeah, well, Investors Underground is not really penny stocks. I like Investors Underground just to put into perspective. I'm not against, like I don't, you guys know me, I don't ever say anything negative about any group or chat. You know, I think they all have benefits, and I think a lot of the free penny stock content is good and legitimate. Like, there's a lot of good free content. Like, Warrior Trading's got some good free content. Tim Sykes has got some good free content. They've all got good free content. Sean Dekbar does too. But the reality is that it's just not my wheelhouse. It's just not my style, and I'm not. I have bad results when I trade, and right now what works for me is trading mid and high caps, and I'm just going to stick with what works. And I would be insane to say, hey, I know this is working, but I'm going to go ahead and mess with penny stocks anyway. That would be crazy of me, you know. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying you can't make money. I know we got a lot of people that do. It's just not for me, you know. MU, yeah, I'm looking at MU. I'm not trading anymore today, though. I'm done. I'm down today, but it's alright. Yeah, for sure. Alright, team. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Oh, if you want to use trade ideas, check out the links in the chat. I think we should have the timer working today. Let me see. Yeah, for sure. Well, it's like I said, all platforms are publicly available for free anyway. Or all strategies and patterns are mostly publicly available for free, you know. All strategies and patterns are publicly available for free most of the time. And the reason they're available for free is because people buy them and then say, hey, I could teach people that, and then they just upload it for free. It's not like you can get a patent on a strategy, you know, so it's like most content, trading content is freely available out there already. You know, I know a lot of them want you to think there's some super duper secret strategy that nobody ever knows about, but that's not accurate. Most of it is for free, unless it's like a brand new strategy, and of course they're going to try to make you think it is. But with that in mind, you know, trading's all about conditioning, right? It's about conditioning yourself to make the right decisions, and you can't fast track that. You can't shortcut that. I mean, you can like on demand it and practice, but you just got to condition yourself, which is just repetition. You do the same thing over and over and over again. You're eventually going to do it right, you know. But that's why new traders lose almost all the time. No matter where they go, what course they take, what platform they're on, what strategies they use, most of the time new traders are going to lose because they haven't conditioned themselves to use good risk management. And again, it comes with repetition, which is experience, you know. But yeah, if you want to check out trade ideas, super legit scanners, I think they're in the middle of the test drive, and you can use promo code BT15 for 15% off. And I do think they have their test drive going on right now that allows you to try them out for like $8.99. Another great way to help support our channel here. I'm not going to say anything good or bad about, or I'm not going to say anything bad about anybody. I will say though that some penny stock gurus sell 5-year-old DVDs for $1,000. And so on publicly available content. So that's all I'm going to say. But with that, guys, good luck in the market. We'll see you guys later. Remember to hit the subscribe button, click the like button, show your support for what we do here. We definitely appreciate any support you can get. Yeah, I've lost multiple, Kyle. Always, brother. But yeah, team, I'm out of here. Good luck, guys. See you guys next time. Appreciate everybody watching. Go check out our second channel, by the way. Mitch is going to be dropping a new video on our second channel on YouTube. And so we do have a second channel. Like I said, if you guys know me, I do a bunch of different online businesses. I have 2 Amazon businesses. I'm a real estate agent, mostly dealing in referrals. I run this YouTube and I day trade, and I also do freelance web development with JavaScript, React, and mostly front end stuff. And so I do a lot of online business endeavors. And if you want to check out some walkthroughs, tutorials, and just overall investing analytics as well, Mitch goes over a lot of gold investing content. Go check out this link. Check it out. That's our new channel. And with that said, guys, yeah, for sure. Well, the latest one have been like the girl traders, right? And you just got thirsty dudes, you know. I'll see you guys next time. Go subscribe to our new channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, team.